85%. That's the number that's been keeping me up at night. 85% of enterprise AI projects fail. It is. It really is. All those resources, the excitement around AI, and poof, gone. It makes you wonder why companies even bother.
Well, the potential is huge, but yeah, the failure rate is a big red flag. I think it all boils down to accuracy.
See, unlike traditional software, AI is probabilistic. It learns, it evolves.
So it's not like popping the hood and tightening a screw.
Nope. More like tuning an instrument that retunes itself every time you play it.
So every time you use it, it's different. Huh, okay. So how do you test that? How do you even know what to fix?
That's the million-dollar question. And that's where today's deep dive comes in. We're looking at Future AGI. This company claims they've cracked the code, so to speak, with their AI evaluation and optimization platform.
So they're saying they can solve this accuracy problem. That's the claim. What's got me intrigued is their focus on actionable insights. A lot of evaluation tools out there, they just scratch the surface. They'll tell you there's a problem, but not where to even start looking.
So it's like, hey, your AI is messing up.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Pretty much. But Future AGI, they're digging deeper. They're pinpointing exactly where the AI is tripping up. And they're doing it across the board, text, images, the whole 9 yards.
Because AI isn't just text anymore, right? It's like we're asking computers to read, write, understand pictures, maybe even compose music all at once.
Exactly. Multimodal AI, that's the buzzword. And Future AGI's platform can handle it. They've built these agent optimizers, they call them.
Agent what now?
Optimizers. Think of them as super smart assistants for your AI. They take the evaluation data, analyze it, and then automatically tweak the AI models to make them more accurate.
Automatically, so no more manual tweaking, retesting, waiting months to see if it worked.
That's the idea. It speeds up development cycles like crazy.
Instead of 6 to 8 months, you're talking days or weeks.
Potentially. And it's not just theory. Their press release has some impressive real-world examples.
Lay it on me. What kind of examples?
They worked with a sales tech company. They were struggling to identify high-value leads, costing them a fortune in missed opportunities.
Yeah, that'll hurt your bottom line.
Big time. But with Future AGI, they hit 99% accuracy in their lead qualification, and they did it 10 times faster than before.
10 times. Wow. Okay, so that's one. What was the other example?
An AI image generation company, they were bleeding money evaluating their images manually, every single one.
Oh, that's got to be tedious. A human checking every image.
Yeah, super inefficient. But with Future AGI, they automated the evaluation, slashed costs by 90%.
Okay, so increased accuracy, faster development, huge cost savings. This is sounding almost too good to be true.
It's a bold claim, for sure. But the results are there. And here's the kicker. Future AGI is not just about software. They're also working on hardware AI agents, robots, autonomous vehicles, that kind of thing.
Wait, hold on. Self-driving cars, using this to get better at driving, that's a whole other level of responsibility.
Absolutely. Accuracy in those situations isn't just about efficiency, it's about safety, potentially lives.
Yeah, no pressure then.
Yeah.
So how do they even approach evaluating AI in something as complex as a self-driving car?
They've developed synthetic data generation and evaluation systems. Basically, they create a virtual world where they can test their AI models in every scenario imaginable before they hit the road. Different weather, traffic, pedestrian behavior, you name it.
A virtual driving test for AI.
Exactly. It helps identify potential issues in a safe, controlled environment.
Makes sense. So is Future AGI this massive corporation with tons of resources?
Actually, they're a young company, about 30 AI researchers and engineers, many from companies like Microsoft, Amazon. They just got $1.6 million in pre-seed funding, though.
Okay, so small but mighty, and some serious backing already. Investors must be pretty confident in their vision.
It's a sign that the industry recognizes the importance of AI accuracy. It's not a nice-to-have anymore, it's a must-have.
All right, so we've talked about the problem, Future AGI's solution, and some pretty wild real-world examples. But where does this all fit in the grand scheme of AI? What's the bigger picture?
I think Future AGI is at the forefront of a new era. An era where AI isn't just about experimenting, but about actually building reliable, real-world applications.
So no more AI hype without the substance.
Hopefully not. We're moving towards production-grade AI. AI that actually works.
And I imagine that builds trust, right? If people don't trust AI, they're not going to use it.
Exactly. Trust is built on reliability, consistency, and, accuracy.
So Future AGI's platform is like the bridge between AI's potential and what it can actually deliver.
I like that analogy. And it's a bridge we need to cross if we want AI to truly change the world.
Okay, so an exciting new era of accurate, reliable AI. But before we get too carried away, what about the flip side? The potential downsides? What happens if things go wrong?
That's a great question, and one that deserves a deeper look. Let's tackle those potential downsides in the next part of our discussion.
All right, so we've talked about how important AI accuracy is, and Future AGI seems to be making some real headway there. But let's face it, what happens when AI messes up?
Yeah, that's the big question. As AI gets more accurate and becomes a bigger part of our lives, even small mistakes can have a huge impact.
It's like, okay, your music app recommends a song you don't like, not a big deal. But if it's an AI driving your car, suddenly the stakes are way higher.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just self-driving cars. Think healthcare, finance, even criminal justice. AI making decisions in those areas, well, those decisions have real consequences.
So even if we hit that 99% accuracy, that 1% could still mean a lot of errors, especially when AI is being used on such a large scale.
Absolutely. That's why we can't just focus on accuracy. We also need to think about things like robustness, fairness, and accountability.
Okay, unpack that for me. What does robustness mean when we're talking AI?
Robustness means how well an AI system can handle unexpected stuff without completely breaking down. It's like the difference between a car that can handle a bumpy road versus one that falls apart when it hits a pothole.
So we need AI that can roll with the punches, deal with the real world's messiness.
Exactly. And then there's fairness. We got to make sure these AI systems aren't biased against certain groups of people.
Oh yeah, we've seen those stories. AI being used for hiring or loans and discriminating against certain groups. Not good.
Not good at all. It can make existing inequalities even worse and erode trust in these systems.
So how do we fix that? Just feed the AI more diverse data. Is that the solution?
It's trickier than that. It's not just the amount of data, it's the quality and the representation. We have to think carefully about how that data is collected, labeled, and used to train these AI systems.
And the human element too, right? The people designing these systems, they bring their own biases to the table.
Absolutely. We need diverse teams working on AI development, bringing all those different perspectives and being aware of potential biases.
Okay, so robustness, fairness, got it. You also mentioned accountability. What does that even look like with AI?
It means figuring out ways to understand how AI makes decisions and holding someone responsible when things go wrong.
But how do you hold an algorithm accountable? It's not like you can throw it in jail.
Yeah, that's a tough one that's keeping a lot of smart people up at night. Legal experts, ethicists, the whole bunch. It might mean setting clear rules for AI development and use, having audits to check on AI systems, even new laws specific to AI issues.
It's like a whole new rule book for the AI age.
Yeah, something like that. We have to update our laws and ethics to keep up with this whole AI thing. It's a huge task, but I think we have to do it. The potential benefits are immense, but so are the risks if we don't do this right.
It's not just about celebrating the cool tech. It's about having these tough conversations about responsibility, ethics, what kind of future we want with AI.
Exactly. And it's not just for tech experts either. Policymakers, ethicists, social scientists, everyday people, we all need to be part of this.
It's like we're all writing the instruction manual for AI as we go.
That's a great way to put it. And we got to keep updating that manual as AI keeps changing.
So we've talked about the potential downsides of AI. But is there a silver lining here? Can these ethical challenges actually lead to something good?
You know, that's a really interesting question. Maybe by grappling with these tough questions, we can learn more about ourselves, about what we value.
So AI is forcing us to think about what it means to be human.
In a way, yes. And maybe through that process, we'll find new ways to solve those age-old social and ethical problems that have been bugging us forever.
That's pretty deep. So even though there are risks with AI, facing those risks could push us to change how we think and how society works in a good way.
Exactly. The real impact of AI might not be the technology itself, but how it makes us think about our values, our ethics, our place in the world.
Okay, so we've explored the downsides and maybe even some upside to those challenges. But back to Future AGI, they're all about this accuracy push. Where does their work fit into this bigger picture of responsible AI?
Well, focusing on accuracy is a good first step. By giving us tools to understand and improve AI's reliability, they're helping us build AI systems we can actually trust.
But accuracy isn't the whole story, right? It's not enough just to make sure AI gets the right answer.
Nope. We have to make sure those answers are used for good and that the AI itself is designed with fairness, transparency, and accountability in mind.
So Future AGI is giving us the building blocks, but it's on us to decide what kind of world we build with them.
I like that. And we have to build on a foundation of shared values and ethics.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground. Accuracy, potential downsides, the need for responsible AI, even the idea that these challenges could lead to some positive changes. What should our listeners take away from all this?
I think the key takeaway is that AI isn't just a tech thing, it's a societal thing. It's changing how we live, and it's forcing us to ask big questions about ethics and philosophy.
So it's not enough just to keep up with the latest AI gadgets. We have to really think about the implications and be part of the conversation about how AI is shaping our world.
Right, and that conversation needs to be open to everyone, not just the techies. We need to hear from all different perspectives.
So AI is like a mirror, showing us our own values and biases.
That's a great way to put it. And it reminds us that we have a say in what the future of AI looks like. It's not set in stone. We're creating it through our choices, our actions, and our discussions.
You know, it's easy to get lost in all the big AI stuff, right? Self-driving cars, robots taking over, all that. But AI is already changing things in our everyday lives, even if we don't realize it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. Recommendations on Spotify or Netflix, spam filters, keeping our inboxes clean. That's all AI working behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's kind of like this invisible force shaping our digital world.
Exactly. And the more accurate it gets, the more seamless and effective it becomes.
So what does that look like? How could this accuracy push actually make our lives, easier or better?
Well, take voice assistants, for example. If they could understand us perfectly, even with background noise or different accents, that would be huge.
Like a truly smart assistant that gets you and helps you navigate the digital world.
Imagine just saying, hey, book me a flight to Paris next week with a layover in Amsterdam and find me a hotel near the Louvre, and boom, it's done. No hassle, no stress.
Yeah, no more fighting with those airline websites or waiting on hold forever.
And it's not just about convenience. Think about people with disabilities. Accurate voice assistants could be life-changing for them, opening up a whole world of possibilities.
Right. It's about making technology work for everyone, not just some people.
Exactly. And then there's things like personalized recommendations. If AI could really understand what we like and need, it could save us so much time and hassle.
Instead of getting bombarded with ads for stuff we don't care about, it's like having a personal shopper who knows exactly what we want.
Exactly. Your music app plays the perfect song for your mood. Your shopping app shows you clothes you'll actually wear, stuff like that.
A digital world tailored to us. Sounds pretty good.
It could make our online experiences so much more enjoyable and meaningful.
So it's not just about AI working better, it's about AI working better for us.
Absolutely. It's about making sure AI aligns with our needs, our values, what we want out of life.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI accuracy can impact our everyday lives. But I gotta ask, is there a limit to how accurate AI can get? Is perfect accuracy even possible?
That's a tough one. Some people think there's a fundamental limit that AI will never truly replicate the complexity of the human brain.
So there's always going to be that gap between artificial intelligence and, real intelligence.
Maybe. But others say we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do. What seems impossible today could be reality tomorrow.
Like we always overestimate what we can do in the short term, but underestimate the long term. Who knows what breakthroughs are coming?
Exactly. AI is moving so fast, it's impossible to predict where it'll be in 10 years, let alone 100. It's exciting and a little scary, to be honest.
It's a whole new world unfolding, for better or worse.
And that's what makes it so fascinating, right? We're part of this huge experiment, and the outcome is still up in the air.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to turn it over to you, the listener. How do you see AI impacting your life? What excites you? What worries you? This is a conversation we all need to be having. So share your thoughts. Let's keep this discussion going because the future of AI, it's not some predetermined thing. It's something we're all creating together. So let's make it a good one.